Greetings. This is the cutting edge, and I FM there with you. And next Wednesday night, may I tell you in the rainforest, yeah. I know the people must say I want to wait. I also must wait a fall which my MUTA there for 5 months now. I know 5 months, you know. We did have some breeze that blow one at a time without rain. Yeah, we did have breeze that blow one time, but the breeze stopped blow. Rain a fall, breeze stop blow, and chicken roll so out the door. We are continuing the journey, yes. We are yell up Shane, as usual. Shane, man, this couldn't happen if Shane never done it, so believe you me. We are yell up Nigel. This couldn't happen if Nigel never bought. We are yell up Nigel as zip, you know. Yes, the zip man that, don't a zip. What would they do without Nigel? Me and some man that talk about soccer. And them tell me say them have no pine soccer. Me say, you know, say me I look pine soccer. It's about 100. Me I take about 50 or 100, you know. How much you sell them for Virgin? The Virgin said $200 for one. If they are carried that. I hope him a listen now, you know, brethren. A man from Glengaff come to my yard with a van load of pine sucker. I take out pine sucker out time van till my hand look like needle cushion stick up in it. I don't find sucker, so why yell him up, you know, why yell up him daughter too. Yeah, why yell up the daughter. Yeah, brethren, trust me give thanks, you know. I can't say me now give thanks. Me give thanks. A man come from him yard, full up him van with pine sucker and plant sucker, and say, MUTA, I hear a man up on the radio tell you about the boy sell your pine sucker for $200 for one. See pine sucker, yeah? Yeah. I want you look Cabo to you know. Cabo. No, it's a joke. It's a joke. The brother said $200 for one, you know. After me don't know say all 1 pint bring out 6 sucker upon it. You know see it? A man just me say I take out pint sucker out of the van. As a matter of fact, you know, the place which part me a plant the sucker them, you know. I have to put them in a my van car, you know, and carry them go up there, you know. So you know, so it's another needle cushion again. After I don't put them in my van and then take them out again. Anyway, them plant out, you know. The whole of them, not one, no plant, you know. So we heal up the brethren from Glengaff who bring the pine sucker them. After I hear the calamity and I will say, the scheme in a go out for the radio about $200. But suppose you want to buy for $200, me put your hand to the bridge in them. Yes, you know, I just not me fortunate and people say MUTA, I don't know, say you name MUTA Baroka. So me give thanks to me name MUTA Baroka sometime. Because it's like when a man bring pine sucker and plant, hey, a man bring, me tell a man say I want some plant sucker for buy, you know, and I say, so much more. I say about 50. The brethren call me from Lindsay, you know, and say, MUTA. A brethren say, I have some plant sucker down here, you know, so just give me what you can give me. I say, hey. The brethren drive from Linstead with him car trunk full of plant sucker, over 60 plant sucker, I bring it out. So I say, wow, him say MUTA, are you name MUTA Baroka, you know? All right. You see, same like one man that say, I'm name MUTA Baroka. You have a next man now, you know, him see up on the road. For instance, now, sometimes I drive on Trafalgar Road. A Trafalgar Road, yeah, sometimes I drive on Trafalgar Road and I'll pass the stoplight at Devon House. All 3-4 times, you know, because you drive go, so you have to drive, come back, you drive, so sometimes you drive go up Hope Road, and sometimes you come down from Hope Road for turn on Waterloo. So when my car stop, and the man them rush my car and a wipe. Cause sometimes my money me I go look still, you know. All the man that's, hey, anytime you see me get up early in the morning, I body me I go look, you know. Yeah, me no get up early in the morning if I no money me I go look. All right, so early morning, me a pass the stoplight. And me go so boom, stoplight catch me. Cause sometimes me I pray so the stoplight don't catch me. Sometimes me I pray so the stoplight don't catch me because I see them youth there. Them no rush politician car like how them rush artist car, you know. Artist, hey, you say that you see an artist, trust me, you're supposed to just come off a tour if you do a COVID, you know. All right, you see when me go so bam, I reach the stoplight. Them rush, you know, me say, boy, I don't have no money, you know. I go look at you, you know, brethren. But you see when me pass back, me get a thing. Man, them wrench like what? Yeah, the man them say, MUTA Baruka go on so Rasta. Them man they rich, you know, and them go on like them don't want to get poor people money. Me say, ratted. The man them give me money for put dog. The man they give me money for put dog, you know, Rasta. That me I say, what me I go do now? You see when me I come back through them faces me make sure so me not drive past there, you know. But me get caught because me drive up the other way and the next stoplight, I go up King's house. I go there. But we can't deal with them man, you know, because you have a bridge down there when I have no foot. You know, see, him in a wheelchair, me can't deal with him. I have a bridge in there from him a little youth. Him there on road a white glass, you know. From him a youth. When I say youth, I mean, wait, I want yellow blue, you know. I want yellow blue. Me say blue go fire and come back. Now I say blue I drive past me the other day, you know. Blue's a youth where you so wipe windshield pan Trafalgar Road, so. I know me see him look like him is a big Dan. Or a big 1, 2 or 3, me don't know what, but I want yellow blue. Blue no say me attack. Where you so wipe windshield and know him just Lego that and get bigger than that. No him can go give the man them where wipe windshield done, sir. So it's a thing. Sometimes the name work for you and sometimes it not work for you. Sometimes you are going to some place and you have to take out your money for pay and the gate man say, MUTA, where you the man? Man go in, man, are you there, MUTA Baruka? We say that's sweet, me. So you're going to know. We're going to get a kind of vibes tonight, yeah, because the people them need for relax. Yeah, we need for relax, Rasta. Too much tension, too much tenseness in the atmosphere, too much negativity and too much politician and all them madness. So we want kind of easy out of certain things and kind of get another level, you understand? So just listen. I will know some man no reach home until all 12 to listen, but yes, this is the Continuation IFM. So, here we are saying now. You know, a whole heap of people always talk about the environment, and if we see where we are going in America here right now, may I tell you, some people are wondering if it's the apocalypse where them read about in the Bible and all them something that happen, because when I ever talk about the COVID now, but there are 2 hurricane, 2 storm lick down in New Orleans, you know, one time, you know. And the perfect storm that, no, I mean, it's a serious thing. If you in a place and 2 storm lick it one time, it's a terrible thing. And then now we hear some about 4 more storms upon the water, yeah. And that we hear is about 4 more. You know, say, even though in Jamaica we not feel it like everybody else, but here we know. You know, say all the storm them with them name for the season. The name them done past the last one already, and them have to go now start find name now for name the rest of them. Yes, the storm them outlive the people them who are name them. And the hurricane seasons, we have October and November and part of November where we usually get certain things are going. So, not because we see the sun shine even though things are bright, we feel so we pass the worst. That is a hurricane, that is. So we have to prepare for it, you know. Yeah, man. So the COVID gone out of proportion. We're not going to talk much about that because we have tomorrow to deal with that, because we say we don't want to depress the people them at the night right now, you understand? Yes, we want to look upon it. But we're going to depress you still, but we're not depress you with the COVID. The environment is really something else now, because here we know. You know, say you have people in America who don't believe, say, there is a serious problem going on that is shifting the environment position and shifting how things react in terms of how nature react to certain things that are going on the earth. And these reactions, most of the time, is created by men. The action of nature that is not conducive to human comfort and human joy. The action of nature against those comforts and joy is caused by man themselves. Man creating disturbance in the atmosphere with them chemical germs and them chemical warfare. And then they want to tell us, says God, I do these things. No, God not doing nothing. No, God not doing nothing. It's him, man, I create the problem. And nature have a way to belch out, vomit out, cough out, sneeze out, just like human beings. All the undesirable viruses that is placed in front of them. All the desirables, the undesirables. So all these sickness, what you see a go on man have. When him belch, cough, sneeze, or whatsoever him do, is a next man, he might infect a next person. When nature sneeze, belch, and cough, it's not doing nature nothing more than just getting rid of the excess baggage that human beings cause to be twirling and twisting all over the place. So when you hear a man say, oh, plastic, too much plastic, is going to destroy the planet. No. Plastic can't destroy the planet because plastic come from the earth in different forms and shapes. But guess what? It is man, life, that is getting miserable because of all these plastics, not the earth. Oh dear man, the last creature to come on the planet, to believe that him can destroy the planet. Who dare him to believe that? Who dare man to believe, say, all these bombs and all these will destroy the planet? No, it's going to destroy man. Because man will make bomb to destroy human beings and left building. Can you believe that? Yeah, man, neutron bomb. Remember a bomb named neutron bomb? It destroy human beings and left their buildings. Oh, the hell, why would a man sit down and try to make a bomb that destroy human beings and left building? Who the hell going living at the building them? Rat and cow and goat and sheep. And this is the mindset of human beings. Now, why am I talking about the environment? We see we are going to California, and yet still a whole lot of people don't want to believe, say, is the change in climate conditions is causing the different movement of things. Things we're calling it now. The hurricane that is coming at us at rapid speed now and more, people don't want to believe it's man causing it. The ozone layer depleting. whole heap of people don't want to believe say it's man a cause it. Well, I want to tell you that it's man a cause it. And even though disasters used to take place for centuries, but the kind of disaster that is taking place in these times is directly related to what man is doing in relationship to the planet. We have to understand that. We have to understand how every individual on earth right now is helping to destroy himself and others. And every individual can help to keep people alive, the birds and the trees and the animals. Now, several months ago, I talked about something named methane gas. And a little brother called me and tell me, say, foolishness me attack. The reason why all of these natural disasters that take place is because man a chip off the moon. And I said, what the hell am talking about? Man a chip off the moon. And I tell him, say, I asked him if he about methane gas. He said, no. I said, then why you don't go Google methane and see if me talk what me talk about? Him come back the next week and him never Google it and him still come back with the foolishness, you know, say, women go up on the moon. I said, you know of any time? When did women, which country send a woman on the moon? That actually land on the moon. Anyway, him continue with the foolishness. So I want to go back to that argument about the methane gas. I want to go back about the methane gas because we have the carbon dioxide, we have carbon monoxide, and the carbon dioxide is what we breathe out. And we breathe in oxygen, H2O. And we have something named CO2, which is carbon dioxide. Now we have one named carbon monoxide, which you get it flushing at your face when you drive behind one of them coaster bus. When you drive behind the coaster bus them and the car them where a puff smoke in your face. It's a serious problem to your health that. And I don't know how police don't say all them something there because it's not something that concern Jamaican people. Because Jamaican people eat them lunch in a box, in a van, in a coaster bus or a taxi. And the road smooth road, well asphalt up. And he might eat and him not throw the box right on the asphalt, not up the place. And I say, what the hell is happening to these people? And nobody, the police, them stand up there and them nah say nothing, nah do nothing. After recently, I see people that drive, you know how much man get killed over the weekend without a ride and bike without helmet. We hear people that fight against the mask. Because them say, well, government, why you wear a mask on your face? For go stifle you with the carbon dioxide. So then the government, they tell us, I'm going to charge you money if you don't wear a helmet. And everybody try and make sure to them have a helmet. Oh, me no hear nobody a ball say, hey, government, me no ban with no helmet, you know. Me no ban with no helmet or seat belt. The government make it mandatory for you to wear seat belt. And seat belt kill no picnic. Seat belt kill no picnic, choke them. That's no joke business. All right, so this methane gas, this methane gas get for really help to destroy man's living condition. It helps to destroy man's living condition because man is trying to kill animals, to eat them. So he have to have more animals, more livestock farming. More livestock farming means more methane gas. What is methane gas? Methane gas is when the cow poop, when the goat poop, when them belch and all these things, it let go a methane gas that is destructive to the atmosphere. Destructive. But guess what? Man is rearing animals to eat them. Now, apart from the animal not good for your structure, the amount of land that it takes to rear cow, you know how much food could have planted on that ground. You ever drive a country and when you look in a white space, you see a 3 cow upon all acres of land, and you say, rotted. Me know you have them space in my yard for run up and down. And this cow run up and down all over the place. I play catch it with him friend. And I eat grass and I mirror, and I leg up poop all over the place. And I create problems in the atmosphere. No, we don't take it serious. We don't take it serious, but it's a serious thing. This methane gas is a serious thing. Methane gas create more harm to the atmosphere than the car them when you see a drive on the road. All them SUV where you hear people say, why the pollution. The methane gas create more problem to man than the SUV them. But even the plane them when you see a flying at the air. Because our greed and our need to eat flesh is causing our own destruction. And not, we're not talking about destruction now because you eat meat and the meat possibly not good for you. We're not talking about it from a eating healthy purpose. We are talking about survival of a next species, and also the survival of the planet as it relates to man, making it the planet being home. We need to develop a culture where we can eat less animal products. We need to eat less animal products. And this is not no joke business now. This is not because I'm a Rasta, I say that. It's common sense. And sometimes the common sense is not so common because what people do have it. Because you don't even know why. Why MUTA talk about not eat meat? You can't go and talk. Give me my mutton and my goat and curry goat and them something there. Look here, man. You're destroying man's way of life on the planet. So we're going to live in a bubble. Like when Michael Jackson go in a machine and stay there. We're going to live in a bubble because the air, like in Los Angeles now, the air is not proper for human beings. So people are move out even though the fire, well I hear a fire start at Los Angeles and all, even though the fire never up at Los Angeles so much. People have to move out of Los Angeles. No, a place like Oregon. Oregon, you know much forest there, Oregon. We go to a festival in Oregon, man. We have to drive through some little dirt road to reach round in the forest. Forest festival, when you look around there, thousands of people around there smoke ganja and go out like them mad and all them something there. And I eat natural food and health food and them thing there. All of them places they burn down. And you see the smoke, if you know the American map, Portland, Oregon, we up at the what you call it, the west, the northwest of America. And them say people have feel the smoke in a Florida. You know how much miles that? That fire, you know, so the amount of fire we burn in America now is more than the square miles in Jamaica. You know, so you can drop Jamaica in some of the places where fire burn and whole heap of space still left. It's a serious thing. No. You see this methane gas? You see this livestock farming? Livestock farming, one, deplete the ground because it's not allowing human beings to plant enough food to feed the nation. Because we need land. We need land. We need land to plant food and build house. When you have 4 cows on an acre of land, and you know so that acre of land can bring quarts and quarts of red peas, or it can bring plant now more and lettuce and tomato and cabbage on 1 acre of land. There's enough lettuce and cabbage that. 3 cows on a piece of land like that. It's joke business. Not to mention, say them a pop up the place and the gas a go up in the atmosphere and a create a problem. Now, upper people might think it's foolishness me attack, but at 29 years, me dey on this program, and whole heap of people did feel say foolishness me attack when me just start until them realize, but right, the brother there, him did say some things, you know, hear me I say, man. The less meat is the less destruction. And you are saving a life because the animal life is no different from the human life. It's just different manifestation of the flesh that cause you to believe, say, you know, man domesticate certain animals, you know, like him domesticate dog and cat. Some people domesticate rat too. You understand? Now, the dog is because the dog can protect him. Him do all these things. Some people don't eat cow. In India, the cow is a sacred animal. In other West, people are so rotted, people are worship all cow, them are idiot. Some people in certain countries don't eat pig. You have man in Jamaica who say, give me my Arnold, what you talk about? Whoa. Arnold is a good meat, but it's not good for you or the environment. So where we are saying now, this idea of eating meat, and then turn around and I say, I don't know Rasta thing, I have to give me eat my meat. Look here, human beings never make feed meat. Human beings acquire the eating of meat through time. And through him get lazy. And through him see animals and him start to behave like animal. Cow know when him go dead. If you go kill a cow, you don't think same. Just like if you walk on the road and see a gunman. If you walk on the road and see a gunman, you know how much enzymes jolt your body and start to send certain poisons in your body, that your flesh start to become weak and numb and all other things. You don't think that happened to the cow and the goat and all them something there. You don't think your goat know when you're cut off in balls, but you're going to make manish water. When you tie him upside down and cut off him head and all them something there. That's so white people used to treat black people. It's so white people used to treat black people. Cut off all your body. Every person, every male that was found lynched in America was found without them so-called private parts. Because these white people take them private parts and put in a buckle and carry go home. And we see human beings doing this to animals. Animals who feel say because them can't talk, them not have no sense and they don't know what going on around them. You have a thing coming. Because you say you only have strength for certain animal. You want to go to Africa and buck up on certain animal and make you run. You know what I'm saying? Me there in a place in Africa one time and we are look on riding as a roast giraffe and we see a tiger down the bottom of the road. I said, we could go look at the tiger, so we turn around. We see 3 of them around come towards the car. I said, Bridget, you know, he said, the way you want me do, I say, oh, you mean why you do? Why you drive off? I don't mean them to run come to see them, but them run come to we, but I don't mean them run far too. It's the other animal him say. Animal, because a lesser animal have him, you know. Because so animal treat other animal and them not have the intelligent capacity to do what we do. I know how we know. So it is in their little world for hunt the weaker one, just like how men, because you're weak, them take advantage of you. But it is not in our prerogative to hunt and kill animals, to eat them. Because you have some people now go eat them dog, you know. You have some people now carry them hungry, you know. And they want some feet, you know. If now go kill him dog and roast it, or fry it up and all them something. As a matter of fact, him go say, no, sir, I'm not Chinese. But you have people who eat dog, which is a terrible thing. Terrible, terrible thing. And you have people who eat goat, and not only eat goat, every part of the goat. You have people who eat cow. Cow this, cow that, cow liver, cow tripe, cow balls, cow everything. And then take the skin and make all shoes and all these things. Why is it that we eat meat? Most of us eat meat because we come say we people them a eat meat. And me know say, if most people was to kill the animal where them are going to eat, they wouldn't kill it. They wouldn't have the guts to kill it. But them have the guts to put it on them plate and eat it and continue and perpetuate animal destruction. Animal destruction is a terrible thing. Terrible thing. Where I say we need to take a stock of the meat eating. And it might not sound like enough, but me now eat meat, me make a little difference. But if a whole heap away decides so we not eat meat, you know how much pollution it will save? You know how much pollution, you know how much animal would I really live them life or them can't live their life. It's like how human beings. Suppose you have a disease, like what you see in the movies, where make men become cannibals. Serious thing. I don't want to sound disgusting in the night, but just think about them Walking Dead movie where you watch on TV. It's a virus cause it, you know. It's a virus cause it. So you hear me I say now. You have to look on an animal like how you look on a human being, just like how you look on your dog where you have your yard. Because you can't appear respect to your dog where you have your yard because you feel the thief will come in and the dog will protect you from the thief. When you now protect the cow, or you now protect the goat. When the goat have been picking them and pick them up, meh, meh, you take with the mother and go kill the mother and let the little people them to suffer, to fend for themselves. But you not think about it because you're a human being. You're a human being. And the problem with that is that the goat not eating meat. What a day when goats start eat meat. What a day when cows start run down man and eat them. Why we protect cats and dogs in your house, but we don't want to protect the cows? Because I know you to drive on road, you know, and see all the dog in the middle of the road and say them stop and make the dog cross. So them lick the dog. Lick the dog. That is the way of human beings. And when we hear about party and thing, and people have said them want curry goat and rice. And nobody now eat no vegetable. Nobody now eat no vegetable. And we not talk about the health reason, you know. We just talk about life. And we are talking about the continuous killing, blood that is spilled every day to make man claim survival of the fittest and make man claim, say, he must have dominion over all animals. You think, say, you can't fight a war with animals? You're mad. If animals decide they're going to fight, you think, say, you can't win the war? If all the drunk of them start to fight against man, you think, say, you can't win drunk war? if all the goat them decide say, watch a man, enough is enough. We want to name them people, you know. You think you can win? You can't win. Because one little pawpaw jump on your neck and that's you end up. Yo. Much less a goat, one cow. Me see cow match up car, just stand up on the road, so. And him no move, and the car go boom. And the car just mash up, and the cow just slowly walk across the road. He just a walk like him don't care. Him don't care at all. It's a terrible thing. So what I say, just think on it. Think on it. We want to play this strip here, you know, because we think it's very important to change the dynamics of the conversation them at night time. And you know, and just listen to this. Listen to this.
Philip Woolen.
King Lear, late at night on the cliffs, asks the blind Earl of Gloucester, "How do you see the world?" And the blind man Gloucester replies, "I see it feelingly. And shouldn't we all? Animals must be off the menu because tonight they are screaming in terror in the slaughterhouses, in crates and in cages, vile, ignoble gulags of despair." You see, I heard the screams of my dying father as his body was ravaged by the cancer that killed him. And I realized I'd heard those screams before. In the slaughterhouse, their eyes stabbed out and their tendons slashed, on the cattle ships to the Middle East, and the dying mother wail as a harpoon explodes in her brain as she calls out to her calf. Their cries were the cries of my father. And I discovered that when we suffer as equals. And in their capacity to suffer, a dog is a pig, is a bear, is a boy. Meat today is the new asbestos, more murderous than tobacco. CO2, methane, and nitrous oxide from the livestock industry are killing our oceans with acidic, hypoxic dead zones. 90% of small fish are ground up into pellets to feed to livestock. Vegetarian cows today are the world's largest ocean predators. The oceans are dying in our time. By 2048, all our fisheries will be dead, the lungs and the arteries of the earth. Billions of bouncy little chicks are ground up alive simply because they are male. Only 100 billion people have ever lived. 7 billion people live today. And yet we torture and kill 2 billion sentient living beings every week. 10,000 entire species are wiped out every year because of the actions of one. And we're now facing the 6th mass extinction in cosmological history. If any other organism did this, a biologist would call them a virus. It is a crime against humanity of unimaginable proportions. But happily, the world is changing. 10 years ago, Twitter was a bird sound. www was a stuck keyboard. Cloud was in the sky. 4G was a parking space. Google was a baby's burp. Skype was a typo. And Al-Qaeda was my plumber. Victor Hugo said, "There is nothing more powerful than an idea whose time has come." Well, animal rights today is now the greatest social justice issue since the abolition of slavery. Do you know there are over 600 million vegetarians in this world? And that is bigger than the United States, England, France, Germany, Spain, Italy, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, all put together. If we were one nation, we would be bigger than the 27 nations of the European Union. Can you believe that? And despite this massive demographic footprint, we are still drowned out by the raucous hunting, shooting, killing cartels who believe that violence is the answer when it should not even be a question. Meat kills animals, kills us, and is killing our economies. Medicare has already bankrupted the United States. They will need $8 trillion invested in Treasury bills just to pay the interest, and they have precisely zero. They could shut down every school, Army, Navy, Air Force, Homeland Security, Marines, CIA, and FBI, and they still will not have the money to pay their doctor bills. And our Cornell and Harvard say that the optimum amount of meat in a healthy human diet is precisely 0. Water, as you know, is the new oil. Nations will soon be going to war for it. Underground aquifers that took millions of years to fill are now running dry. It takes 50,000 liters of precious drinking water to make 1 kilo of beef. Today, 1 billion people are hungry. 20 million people will die from malnutrition. Cutting meat by only 10% will feed 100 million people, and eliminating meat will end starvation forever. If everyone ate a Western diet, we would need 2 planet Earths to feed us. We've only got 1, and she is dying. Greenhouse gas emissions from livestock is 50% greater than transport, as Peter said. Cars, trains, buses, ships, lorries, the whole lot. And as I travel around the world, I see poor countries who sell their grain to the West while their own children starve in their arms. And the West feeds it to livestock so we can eat a steak? Am I the only one who sees this as a crime? Believe me, every morsel of meat we eat is slapping the tear-stained face of a hungry child. When I look into her eyes, do I remain silent? The earth can produce enough food for everyone's need, but not enough for everyone's greed. We are facing the perfect storm. If any nation had developed weapons that could wreak such havoc on the planet, we would launch a preemptive military strike and bomb it back into the Bronze Age. But it's not a rogue state, it's an industry. The good news is we don't have to bomb it. We can just stop buying it. Sir George Bush was wrong. The axis of evil does not run through Iraq, Iran, or North Korea. It runs through our dining tables. Weapons of mass destruction are our knives and forks. Our proposition is the Swiss Army knife of the future. It solves our environmental, water, human health problems and ends cruelty forever. The Stone Age didn't end because we ran out of stones. This cruel, disgusting industry will end because we run out of excuses. Meat is like the 1 and 2 cent coins. It costs more to make than it's worth. And I come from the bush. Farmers are the ones with the most to gain. Farming won't end, it would boom. Only the product line will change. Farmers would make so much money they won't even bother counting it, and I'd be the first to applaud them. Governments would love us. New industries would emerge and flourish. Health insurance premiums would plummet. Hospital waiting lists would disappear. Hell, we'd be so healthy, we'd have to shoot someone just to start a cemetery. So tonight I have 2 challenges for the opposition. 2 challenges. Meat causes a wide range of cancers and heart disease. Would they name one disease caused by a vegetarian diet? And 2, I'm funding the Earthlings trilogy. If the opposition is so sure of their ground, I challenge them to send a copy of the Earthlings DVD to all their colleagues and all their customers. Go on, I dare you. Animals are not just other species, they are other nations, and we murder them at our peril. The peace map is drawn on a menu. Peace is not just the absence of war, it is the presence of justice. Justice must be blind to race, color, religion, or species. If she's not blind, she will be a weapon of terror. And tonight, there is unimaginable terror in those ghastly Guantanamos we call factory farms or slaughterhouses. Believe me, if slaughterhouses had glass walls, we wouldn't be having this debate tonight.
Yes. This is this cutting edge on IRFM, just trying to examine how you steer and how you feel about the subject, yeah. Because it's a serious subject. In Jamaica, I don't want to look on it as a Rasta subject, like it's MUTA Baroque and through my Rasta I'm talk about not eat meat. No, it's a common sense thing. Common sense. We are work. We're going to come forward. We could make Shane do what I do down this one, come forward to it. I wonder when them ask me what me eat. Because you have to eat certain things. But you may say now. You see when me just aside Rasta and me among some brethren and we are talking about when I eat meat. We never really had things so when I eat meat because of health reasons, you know. Because what people know, them not eat meat because of health reasons. When we come side Rasta, we never did I eat meat because of health reasons, you know. We're not eating meat because it's an animal. We have eye and mouth and nose and foot. We used to say if God wanted animals to be your food, him would make it with food for him run away from you. So we are talking about the idea of flesh as food. That is what we are talking about. We are talking about the health benefits. Because we can talk about the health benefits too, but it's not the health benefits that attract me to not eating meat. It's the idea that the animal has see you. Animal smell you. Animal walk. You don't think him now do a talk. And maybe years from now, you could have see them attack too. My brethren just say that you can just imagine if some creatures from outer space come along and start eat people, and then them start to say, human beings say, Lord, never eat people, but why we don't eat the animal them? Why you eat the animal them? You don't think so the cow? Why when cow say something was dangerous, him run, you know, unless you put him in a pen and him can't get to it. You ever see a goat across road and him have a 6 picnic behind him not left them, you know. He said if him go across the road and him see some of them not come, him go back over the road, you know. Check the goat. Goat more sensible than dog when them across the road, you know. Not to mention our cat. Cat a try run between the back wheel and the front wheel. I don't know, so by the time we reach the bigger, the back wheel are going to lick him. You don't see it? The goat not letting him pick them when they run across the road. You look at the dog. You have dog where, man, you have a dog in your man. You see, if somebody just pass the gate, them start to bar down the place, so you know say somebody a pass the gate. You understand? And them know who not for back after. So me I say, there's something about animals that we are miss. There's something that we are miss, man. We can't just nonchalant, just kill animals, so kill animals and things, so there's no consequence. There is consequences to keep killing animals. There's consequences to having all this livestock farming to provide your glutton self with animal flesh. There is a consequence, and the consequence is that the environment is getting worse and worse because there's less and less oxygen in the air. And we are chopped down the tree them too. That is all the next thing. You have fruit tree, you not chop them down. So why you chop down the other tree them? And some people don't want to eat fruit. The glorious fruit, you don't have to kill the fruit. You don't have to kill you don't have to kill animal to eat fruit. Because even the animal them might eat the fruit. You ever see a dog get when him belly hurt him run go outside go look for a grass. He might look for the grass to eat the grass and him want get rid of him want get it out of his system, you know. And if you look at him, he must smell grass. And then him find the right grass and him start to chew on it, you know. So tell me something. You don't want to eat something like that? You don't really want to eat something like that? Look how man ride ass. In a race ass, thousands of people stand up and watch some man jump on the ass and beat the ass just to reach down on the other side of the park. Oh, madness. You know what them do with slave? You know what them do with African them? The same way how you say, these people who fight against slavery and fight against how human beings treat human beings. Them same one that treat animals like how human beings treat human beings in a slavery days. But it don't come cross way. We grew up in a societies where don't see the necessity for check the connection between animals and human beings. And human beings is the last creature. As a matter of fact, I can't even put it a different way. Human beings is the last of anything will appear upon the planet. Human beings. Everything else with upon the planet, the day before human being. Everything. Everything with there right now, the day before human beings in our next farm. So even the plastic bottle in our next farm, the day before human being. Even the computer, the day before human beings in our next farm. Because humans being put all of the things them from the earth together for bring it to a computer stage or a plane stage. Tell me what him can bring out of the earth for bring a cow to the stage where cow there. But by the switch of a knife, him just kill the cow and then I eat the cow. Why the hell you coming from with this thinking? We can't break out of it because we live in a society that feed off an animal and promote the killing of animal and promote eating animal. Whopper, burger, double whopper, best dressed chicken. Imagine a chicken advertise you for kill him own self. It's like the chicken there say, kill me. See me, me's a fat chicken. It's a joke business. And them can't get enough chicken, them start to incubate and breed chicken to make human beings eat it. And look how much things they have to eat. We don't have no eye. We don't have no foot. We don't have no nose. We don't have no mouth and no ears. Oh gosh, man. The more I talk about it, the more I feel like I'm getting sick with these people, man. Yeah, it's really a sick thing. I mean, most people now would think it that way there. Because I'm have him corrugated and him go a party. You know what I'm saying? And on Sunday, I have to eat chicken and rice and peas or mutton and rice and peas. Yeah, I'll tripe. You mean say take out a tripe out of animal and I eat it? Tripe. Eh? Oh, the hell you gonna eat tripe, Rasta? Tripe and bean. Ass meat. What them call it, when them say bully beef. A whole lot of people don't know there's some old ass in Canada and all them places we can't ride again. Let them just kill them and just grind them up and just turn them in a bully beef and send come in all the country and all where we love bully beef and rice. Them have poor people, you can't afford nothing, you afford bully beef and rice. Terrible thing, man. Human beings was not made to eat animals. Human beings is the last anything come on earth. Last anything. I don't know where them come from, but they are not very what them call it, compatible to life on the planet Earth. Human beings. Human beings is the worst creatures that is on earth now because of what they are doing to the planet that is providing them with them life. With them life.
Are called tablets, because they belong on tables. They are tested 20 centimeters away from that big guy that I showed you before. 20 centimeters away. They are not approved to be held in the laps of little children, although millions of kids are having them now in schools because the people involved in educational technology and those involved in public health research are not talking to one another. Because if they were, they would understand that you're giving children a two-way microwave radiating device, and if you must give them such a device for learning purposes, put it on airplane mode so that it's not sending and receiving signals as it does otherwise. Now, this is some new modeling, again, that we've developed with colleagues in Brazil, and we can share with you how we've done it. We first start out with the MRI and create the model with 1 millimeter voxels, and this is quite a bit of work goes into creating this, and here is what it looks like after a period of 6 minutes. And that's really not as bad as it might look, because you see the red area only gets partway through the eye of the adult, right? The one that we're really concerned about is this one with the young child. And this is a 3-year-old brain that we modeled. And you see that by the end of that 6-minute call, the peak radiation, yellow and red, is getting all the way into almost both eyes. And again, this is one call, and it's not going to kill anybody. It may not cause any biological effect whatsoever for 1 call or 2 calls or 3 calls. But the question is, what's the cumulative impact of this kind of exposure? How do we evaluate it? And I want to show you an example of some of the work that we are doing now that I'm releasing here for the first time. And this is a modeled microwave radiation dose of a 6-year-old with greater levels to the frontal and temporal lobes, eyes and cheek. And watch this here. Now, yellow, white, and red are the hottest, all right? And if you look carefully, you will see it's going into the eye, the nose. Do it again, just so you'll get to see it. And partly into the brainstem. Now, that's just showing you that there's going to be some exposure into that area of a young head. It doesn't tell you that there's any biological effect, right? Now, the next slide is going to show you something that might be of interest to students and faculty here. And that has to do with exposure to the reproductive organs. We call them the gonads. I think you say the testicles, and bone marrow. And look here at the radiation as it gets into the groin area. And that's just from having a mobile phone modeled into the pocket. And this, again, is based on normalized SAR with a dipole antenna. Now, the breast. The breast is mostly fat, contains a lot of fluid. Things that contain fat and fluid cook faster in the microwave oven. Now, a cell phone can't cook anything, all right? Mobile phones do not pop popcorn. That was a fraud. They don't make any heat that we know of, otherwise they wouldn't be permitted. But they do go through things that contain fat and fluid, and we are now working at Environmental Health Trust with scientists at the University of California, San Francisco, scientists at formerly the president of the American Cancer Society of California, because we are seeing women who keep cell phones in their bras. Has anyone seen a woman put a cell phone in her bra? Hands up, please. Please tell them you've heard now why they shouldn't do that. And here I want to show you our first case report from 2009, and we now have many more. This was a Chinese-American woman who used her cell phone 4 hours a day in her bra for 10 years while she was driving. Now, and you drive with a phone on your body. The phone is smart. It's going to go from one tower to another, and it's going to say, here I am, where are you, here I am. And it's going to be going to max power each time it moves from one cell tower to another. And there it was right next to her chest. And the tumors that developed right under the antenna of the phone. Unusual tumors. But in the meantime, people have a right to know how you can minimize exposure. And again, I think this information is available on our website, will be available on yours. Remember, if you have to give a phone to a child, put it on airplane mode. And think about this. That microwave oven, it works because there's a metal box around a microwave signal, and the signal pings all over the place. Next time you get into an elevator or a train for any length of time, put your phone on airplane mode. Otherwise, that signal is going all over the place, magnifying and coming back. Keep the mobile phone away from you when it's on and you are asleep. Now, it takes a village to do a lot of things. These are some of the people whose materials I've used today with their permission, and I can't read this list to you, but I want you to know that I feel really honored to be working with some of the most talented people in the world on this issue. And they have given me permission to share these materials with you. And I leave you with this thought from Albert Einstein. The world is not dangerous because of those who do harm, but because of those who look at it without doing anything. So, thank you.
Yes. Serious thing, serious conversation. I'm going to say, what do you call it? Yell.
Yell, my brother.
Blessed.
Greetings, my brother MUTA.
Yes, sir.
Give thanks to the great man like you. This is Mr. X. I want to give congratulations to my brothers in Barbados who decide to go republic.
Of course.
It's one of the greatest things in my lifetime that's ever happened.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. After 500 years of slavery, our brother, they're watching the boss, we're going to run things through here.
Yeah.
And we are hoping that, well, it's going to be a chain effect, but we would like to see Jamaica like tomorrow morning get up and say, watch out.
It must be a chain effect. It must be a chain effect, man.
Yeah,
What's
we are
that?
capable of. We are one of the best institutions in the world, the University of the West Indies. It doesn't work for us, it works for the slave master. It's about time that nonsense stopped.
Yeah, man, and stop calling the University of the West Indies. No Indian can't run it like we.
You see? There are so many things we can do. When we educate all our people to the highest level that the brain can take, I mean, it's easy.
Yeah.
We can feed ourselves. We have all the skill. Why is it? Well, put it this way: the people who run things is not running for us, so you recognize it. You know. I said, big up all the Pan-Africanists, all the people who know me. Ours, I rate them one of the greatest stations on planet Earth.
Who is this? Who is this talking? Tell me who talking.
Mr. X.
Oh, you said about X. I mean,
hello?
I am Mr. X too.
Nothing wrong with that. Better you have a slave master name. Hello? Mr. X is a Pan-Africanist.
Okay.
The name of his group is OURS, O-U-R-S.
Okay.
And the R in OURS stands for resource. The biggest resource of mankind has is his brain. We develop that to the highest level and nobody touch us.
All right,
you know, one of the things European people look at us like stupid. And we want to let them know we build the pyramids, the Africans, we were the Europeans. And all the nonsense is that they keep teaching us. If we go back to history, we know where we are coming from. We were here before they come with their money. And, you know, they want to starve out the world now because they want to come with a vaccine. Total nonsense. We're going to start taking the vaccine.
Well, we have to develop our own.
Pardon me?
We have to develop our own vaccine.
We don't want a vaccine, man. Just eat good food, man. Build up your immune system.
Yeah, but you see, they don't eat no good food. We all need vaccines whether we eat good food or not, because you just talk about meat eating a while ago. And the reason people eat meat is for different reasons.
No, man, we're not
need a vaccine. We need vaccine. Meat eaters should I really recognize how important it is to not eat meat.
Good. You know something? I stop eating chicken and the chicken them like me. So watch it, I'm like, eat me again. You know, we have vegetables. All the the fruits and the vegetables.
Yeah.
Guess what? Time gone by, we never had a knife to kill no animals, so we don't eat them. You know? On all the bad things we do. We make we preserve planet Earth, the environment. Life itself, man. Make we preserve it, you know? And don't believe what these people giving us this nonsense. And I'm not even want to go there. Make we educate our people properly, loving, caring, and sharing.
Yes.
Simple. It doesn't take a lot. That's why we got to change the curriculum. And I say this, our group is planning when this carving, what you call it, this Slodo, we're going to have Saturday school, Sunday school, evening class, and night school. We must educate our people properly to live independent.
What you want to teach them? What you want to teach them?
Loving, caring, and sharing, man.
So you not teach them science, you not teach about computers and all these things.
Oh yes, we use all this using technology, but we're gonna use, and we can make them. We can make them, you know, and we're gonna thank all the brethren who listen to our area and see how best we can come together. United we stand, divided we fall.
Yes.
And we have the great Marcus Garvey philosophy. We just want to take a few pages. By the time you finish read the first page in the Marcus Garvey philosophy, you feel a different man, you feel your own.
So why you don't connect to the UNI here?
Well, UNI will come on stream. It's only a matter of time. We have some people in Jamaica.
Hold on. What you say, UNI will what?
It's only a matter of time before we start working with them.
Okay.
You have some people in Jamaica who doesn't want us to go forward.
Yeah, no, we're not talking about them who don't want to go forward. I say, work with who want to go forward. Don't matter worry about who don't want to go forward.
I like that. We're going to work with people like you who have the knowledge. How we're going to build Jamaica, the greatest island on planet Earth. May I say thanks to the ancestors who have fought for us.
Okay.
Who doesn't know about them? Make we go back, great-grandma. Great-great-grandma. We have no jail. We have no prison. We have no hospital. We look after our people and we're going to get back there. We must bring back the family structure.
Yeah.
The men who have them children, you're going to look after them less than that they go to jail and plant corn.
Okay.
Why should you look after another man's child and he's out there having more children? You can't work. Educating properly is your seed.
Yeah.
May I say thanks for the hours?
Yeah, man.
And thanks for all the people who have the vision to see where we can. Thanks again.
Yeah, all right. And they want to tell you, say, the world overpopulated, but me know say not no go so. It's not the overpopulation of the earth. It's the unequal distribution of land. The less have too much and the more have little. The distribution of land is what make it look like the earth overpopulated. But look on Jamaica. Look how many people listen at Kingston and Portmore. And look when you drive from the highway. Just drive on the north-south highway and look over the two sides of the road. Just look on the two sides of the road and then you can tell me, say, Jamaica overpopulated. A joke business. Yep. You're blessed, man.
Greetings. Long time I listen to the idol. So, I'm glad to get you tonight.
All right, give time.
Yes. So many things I want to talk to you about. But one of the things is the corona. I just want to do some research. I want to put it out to the people. Like, the conspiracy about the 5G thing, where that come from, and then the corona. Couple things. So I'm going to bring up that is because, I wonder if the coronavirus is actually the vaccine to prevent us from whatever the 5G are going to give it, or would give it, if we never have it. You think something like that could have possible?
No, I not think that so far. I not think so far.
Think
Say
so.
The coronavirus is protect you from the 5G.
Yeah. Well,
so we're going to protect you from the corona.
But just like a vaccine or a treatment.
Yeah, so what kill the people them
so the whole
there?
population I get it.
No, what killing the people them now?
By the 5G.
What killing the people them now?
So what?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, man, go ahead. I hear you.
What is killing the people them now? What is killing the people them?
Oh, virus thing I kill people, you know.
No. So you don't think that the coronavirus are causing the death of no people? The people?
Oh, that possibly, of course.
It's possible that the coronavirus will kill people.
I don't make it.
No, so why you feel say that is the vaccine against the 5G?
Oh, me just say it could be a possibility. My reason is because,
imagine that.
My reasoning is because, all right, them say the virus is everything is frequency, right? So them say the virus frequency is around 60 gigahertz. 60 gigahertz. All right, now me see where Israel now do a vaccine where for them vaccine is around 60 gigahertz, and I must say that one has cured. Is 60 or 61 somewhere around it. So I must say it has cured the virus. Well, not cured, stop it, kill it. Them have a vaccine, them have a
The virus is not something alive, you know. It's not alive, you know. The virus is not something that's alive.
Well, based on our understanding.
It's not a disease, it's a virus.
Based on the understanding, I just tell you, say, Israel have
to cure what?
To
cure the virus?
Yes.
So why they want to cure the virus when it's killing the 5G? I don't understand.
Maybe two different hands at play.
All right, brethren.
Maybe
I can tell you something.
Themselves.
Yeah, I can tell you something.
Yeah.
How old the guy is?
In our 20s.
All right. The guy work?
Yeah.
Well, what kind of work the guy do?
I export and import.
All right, look at now. You're a youth, you say? Don't sit down and perplexively where you think you have not think this, that, and think that.
I don't think, I say, what is the possibility, say?
No, but what if, all right, if the possibility is where you are saying.
Actually release to protect us from
so
what
I ask you,
the
if the possibility is,
create.
All right, if the possibility is what you saying, what you going to do? What you going to do about it?
What am I going to do? Me just say, you know, the schemes of life and things are going on.
To help yourself.
Eh?
What you going to do to help yourself? If the virus is there to
maybe we really need to
protect
catch
you from the 5G. Eh?
Maybe all we need to catch a virus.
So that was? So that will protect yourself from the 5G?
Probably. Not just 5G. Technologies to come. 5G, 6, 10, and 11.
No, when 10 and 11 you're not going about, neither me.
We don't know.
Yeah, but so you're perfectly being about something we don't know. Which part 5G then now? Which part of Jamaica the 5G then?
Wait there?
Yeah.
You change the argument now.
No, I ask you, I change the 5G I talk about. No 5G I talk about.
Hold on one.
No 5G I talk about.
Since cell phone come out, you'd imagine the 5G would there.
No, I ask you, which part of 5G they know in Jamaica?
5G just depends on the energy, you know, how much power how much
You may
water
ask you which part in Jamaica, they don't explain it to me. Just tell me which part in Jamaica you can find 5G.
May I try to explain to you how...
No, don't explain 5G. Tell me where it is. Don't tell, look here, don't explain it to me.
When they have 3G, they have 4G, you know.
Why?
The difference.
I never said 5G don't exist, you know.
Power.
I never said 5G don't exist, you know. I said where in Jamaica 5G is.
Oh, me not research that.
Oh, you not research that? But you live in Jamaica, you should have researched it.
No,
we have research. We have the America and Russia and Israel.
I am not saying. I'm not saying. Okay, for instance, as a research, I'm not saying. Suppose is it possible?
No, don't suppose it's possible. I say that 5G exists. I say 5G exists, right? And I say coronavirus exists. Right now, there's something out there that is killing the people. Them. You say it's the 5G, and the corona they protect them from the 5G. What?
Me never say 5G or corona kill nobody.
No, you say. You say the corona. What you say the corona though? What you say the corona?
What I'm saying, why these two?
No, what you say the corona is doing? What you say the corona is doing? What you say? What you say? Corona is doing.
Oh, me that say. Suppose the corona is actually a vaccine to the
to protect you from the 5G.
Yeah. That
me say. So the corona is there to protect you from the 5G. But what is killing the people them? The 5G or the corona? Because it could be the corona. It must the 5G are killing the people them. According to what you say. According to what you say, the 5G are killing the people them, you know. And the corona they protect them from the 5G.
Me not approve.
Then let me say, so better you just stick to Jamaica and just do what you do and just left 10G down the road. Because 10G down the road we have nothing to do with righteous or no.
Well, how you know it there? How you know 10G?
No, listen to me. There's no 10G in Jamaica. And there's no 5G in Jamaica. 5G exists, but it's not rolled out in Jamaica. Maybe when we get up tomorrow morning, they will roll it out. But as we speak, so now it's not rolled out.
Based on
if 5G is a problem, I don't know how you're going to stop it. Because you're telling me about Israel and you're telling me about this and that. What?
Well, I know. So you feel like technology affects human beings?
If I feel like what? If I feel like what?
Since the invent of technology in terms of we using radio waves for broadcast messages, you feel like none of that affect us?
All of it affect we. Everything with them make affect we. Everything. Everything affect we right now. Cell phone, computer, all of them affect
defense. There's no known defense to it.
Yes.
Vibration there.
Of course, there's defense to it. But I tell you, say, corona is not a defense against 5G.
Me never say it is. Me just say suppose.
This is propose. Yeah, but because I tell you, unequivocally that it is not a defense against 5G.
Hold on. You hear about how the corona was released?
Listen to me. Corona is not a defense against 5G.
Well, I don't know about that.
That is your supposition.
Suppose it is.
Yeah, but I know and I tell you where I know that it is not.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question.
5G is where you have in your phone, where you never put up, forget, quicker access to technology and all these things. That is 5G.
The phone receives 5G, but in the phone.
Anyway, we have to move now, because I can't talk about the argument that
let me ask you a question.
You didn't listen to the argument I talked about a while about the meat eating?
I never hear no.
You never hear me talk about meat eating?
No, man. I really need to start out them up and everything.
No, you eat meat?
All the calling number hard for deal with.
You eat meat?
Not really.
What you say not really? What you mean? Is that you eat meat or you don't eat meat? What you mean not really?
Maybe every 3 months, some might have some fish.
Brethren, you eat meat?
Yeah.
Then what you take not really? Oh, I mean not really. You don't eat meat really, but 3 months you eat meat.
Yeah,
so,
man.
All right, no.
Not really. That means that's a big effect in your life, you know. Suppose you drink water every 3 months. What do you think will go on with you?
I'm going to ask if you drink water.
Yeah, but if you drink water every 3 months, well, that take a big effect on you.
Where my car? Where the bridge not come? All right, I'm going to go on to you. You see the eating of meat. I just talk about the eating of meat.
Me eat meat. I may say yes.
So I tell you something now, since you say yes.
Okay, go ahead. The line low. That's right, the line low.
It would be better if you find out what is the consequence of you eating meat and how it affect your body and how it affect the environment where you live in.
Yeah,
and
man.
To sit down and start to suppose if might be corona is to prevent the 5G.
But me I said to you, say, you hear the conspiracy? Well, people call it conspiracy, but
are you a call it conspiracy?
It said that because of Kobe Bryant, because of the lawsuit with Kobe Bryant and a pharmaceutical company owner, it was released. Because
what was released? What was released?
Oh man, I said because Kobe does sue the one of the company.
Yeah, what them release? What them release?
Oh, the COVID.
Oh, so them relieve COVID because of Kobe.
Because of lawsuit.
And you believe that? You believe that?
Patent.
You believe that?
One of the patent owner them. One of the companies that own the patent.
So you believe that?
Well, let me say, no.
One of
the companies that own the patent.
You believe it? You believe what I say?
Is actually in prison right now in California.
Ask if you believe that. You believe it?
There is research. I can show you actual research.
No, where you come from? I ask if you believe it. If you believe it. Don't tell me about no research. I ask if you believe it.
So I facts can show you, man.
All right, I gone, you know. I gone, you don't answer what I ask you. I ask if you believe it. I ask you one more time. You believe it?
Well, me don't know
next caller.
Yes or no.
Next caller. Next caller, Chien. Next caller.
Yes, MUTA.
You blessed man.
First time caller, you know.
Eh?
Yeah, I'm there on.
How are you there, man?
I listen to you from a longer time.
Yeah, in a quarantine, man. Well, I'm now.
The thing you talk about the animals and people.
Yeah.
You ever watch I don't know if you hear about a show named Zoo.
Hey, no, a man just showed me to go watch it a while ago, you know. A man just showed me on a computer to go watch it on Netflix.
Yeah.
Tomorrow me go watch it. A man just tell me.
The problem when the animals.
A man just tell me about it a while ago. Me have to go watch it.
Yeah. You take it out, man.
Yeah, man. I truly believe that, you know. Say, look, one of them, the cow will go rise up against human being, you know. Don't kill too much of them, man. No wicked.
Yeah, man. I have all birds all over the world communicate with each other and come together for.
You see, I'm moving in the birds. You see, I'm moving in the bird. Alfred Hitchcock movie. No, you're too young for you to see them movie there. No, see, you see, I'm moving him. Willard.
Yeah.
You see it?
No, I'm never heard it.
All right. You ever hear Michael Jackson sing a tune named Ben?
No.
You never hear a tune named Ben by Michael Jackson? Yeah, listen to me right now, listen to me. How am there?
Hello?
Yo, you there?
Yeah, man, I hear you.
Me ask you if you ever listen to a tune by Michael Jackson named Ben.
I said no, I never hear it.
Yeah, all right, when you're done, go Google it, Ben. Well, Ben I talk about a rat. It's a rat named Ben, you see? I'm going to tell you something. Not Ben I talk about a rat. Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
There's a movie with some rat in another movie there. And a youth named Willard. He might do some things with the rat them, and then him turn against one of the rat them. Ben, him turn against Ben. And him have a next one named Socrates. And Ben organize the other rat them. You know, I mean, it's the scariest thing you ever see, man. When the rat them organize and start just kill. You ever hear about the Pied Piper?
About what?
The Pied Piper.
Yeah.
Yeah, about the Pied Piper. Where them never want to pay. The rat them a take over the town. And them get a man. And the man say, him get rid of the rat, the man, they must pay him. And him blow to the water. And the whole of the rat them go into the water and drown. And when him done and go back for him money, them no want to give him the money. Him just blow another music. And all of the picnic them just follow him out of the town. But you see the rat thing, trust me, rat have a certain sensibility there where only the scientists them know about it, you know, because most of the time when them do things for experiment on man, them use rat first. Yes. So it is not far-fetched that the animal them run there conspire against we. I say them people them just come from earth and them are going like they rule the world.
Yeah, it's just once the animal then get rid of the fear of people, then would have problems.
We're going to have problems. Trust me, we're going to have problems. We're going to have problems, man. You think, say, the weak are going to stay weak all the while. Just like how black people are fighting for them freedom. You really believe no animal not out there want them freedom? You see all them dog where people are pit. One of them the dog, them going get, say dog can tell earthquake when earthquake are come.
Yeah, me heard that before.
Yeah, and what if a dog hear thunder before it actually roll, you know? So sometimes when the dog run and they hear the thunder roll.
No, when we not go far.
Yeah, so you hear me I say no. You see all of them powers there with them have, and we don't know how to really size it out. Watch and see where I got me if we don't go and have the people them. Watch and see. The dog them. When the cow start whisper to the dog them and send out some little telepathic vibration to the dog them and the dog them tell the cat them. Find out how much old woman lay down with them neck pop out.
I want to say, like, in terms of transitioning to a vegetarian diet or a ital diet, what kind of recommendation is
vegetarian? What kind of, well, there's so much things, all right. Well, I don't know if it's start to tell you, but I transition from it. I just stop near meat. And I learn fish one at a time. And then me just say, me don't want no more fish. And me just gradually go through, and then me just say, a pure vegetable me I go eat. Me never do nothing special. You have some people that say, you have to, depend water fast and all them something there. I don't have that scientific explanation. I have an experience explanation. My experience say, because me have a rasta thinking, me decide to say right now, me don't want an animal for dead for me survive. So me decide to me not eat them.
So you know, find it difficult to find different dishes to put together for eat and say,
you have all sorts of vegetable and fruits. You have vegetable and fruits more than animal. Avocado, what we call pear, is a high protein food, and it's very easy to digest. You understand? You have nuts, you have whole heap of nuts in Jamaica where people, you can get, since you talk about protein, because most of the time people are talking about where they going to get them protein from. Well,
they not really worry about that because a lot of people don't really know, say, a lot of people don't really know, say, a lot of the vegetables them have protein in them.
Then avocado don't have protein, man.
Yeah, and other vegetables have protein in them what people don't really know about.
Yeah, but you see, we can't keep on eat because we want protein. We have to really, you have things that are more important than protein. You have things that are more important. You see, you have chlorophyll, we're in the greens. The chlorophyll in the green, because the green of the vegetable is the more chlorophyll it have. You understand?
Oh.
So you need to eat a whole heap of green vegetable and stay away from white food. You have to just know that. It's just something where you gradually go into. The more you go into it, the more you go into it, you know. It's just that, you know, the more you go into it, the more you go into it. You have books where you can read about it, read about vegetarian diet, what is it that you must do and what is necessary to do, and then something there. You know, you can Google too. You can Google. Anything where you want to know, you can Google it. You know, see, so if you want transition, just Google it, transition from, you know, carnivorous creature to a vegetarian creature. You know, it was them there.
Yeah.
Yes. Because we are not carnivorous creatures. We make ourselves become that, but we are not. We don't have the claw and the jaw.
Or the teeth, the type of teeth.
Because if you notice, we have to cook. We have to cook the meat, you know.
Yeah.
Most of we have to cook meat. You have people who eat meat raw, but like in Ethiopia, them have whole heap of raw meat. But you have to cook the meat to make it digest in your system a certain way.
Yeah.
You understand? And what meat does is them claim say it give you carbohydrate and protein. But sometimes we eat too much what we call starch and too much protein because people eat starch and protein together, you know. Which you should not do that. You see, one cancel out the other and the two of them create havoc in your system. See? So if you eat protein, you should just eat protein with vegetable or you eat starch with vegetable. But if you go start starch and vegetable like in Jamaica where people eat rice and peas, or meat and white rice, it's dangerous. You know, see, the animal look at you and I say, then that him really kill my mama for. If he go kill half himself too, then no better me just kill him.
Yeah.
You know, it's just so. Are you that?
Yeah, man, I respect you know what I'm saying. They are listening to you and as always.
Yeah, man, give thanks, brethren. Give thanks.
Alright.
All right, sir. All right. I want to explain something to the people. Is not one, I gotta tell you, say, if you eat pure vegetable, you're not gonna dead. Or if you're a vegetarian, you're not gonna dead, you know. What I find is that eating a vegetarian diet cause you less problem and less doctor bill. It's not that you're going to live longer than everybody else. Because you have some people have longevity in them genes. And you could have eat a whole heap of vegetable a little more, you're dead at 30. Same way. I say that I find that people who eat a whole heap of meaty face, the possibility and the chances of them going to doctor very regular is much more than a person who I see say he might eat a more well-balanced diet with, you know, more chlorophyll, more carbs, more, you know, iron and all these things over come out of vegetable, more fruits and all them something. And now you hear them say it. You hear them say it. You hear them saying it, that eat your vegetables. Because when I a youth, and most you know why I eat vegetable. All okra. You think you could have get all when me a big, me never eat okra, you know. Okra look like sperm. There's certain things that I don't want to eat. I don't want to eat my vegetable, all pear and them something, them tomato. I don't want to eat them something there. But to grow into it, I will grow and I realize about it. The things that your mother used to put on the side, and that should have been the main course. Because she give you white rice and chicken. Pure grease in the chicken and the rice than white. What a man that want to eat white rice for in a them time, yeah. In a them time, yeah. Because maybe you could have eat it in a them time and get to, you know. Because you just work out back the starch, the carbohydrate out of your body, you work it out. Because you walk up and down and I run up and down. But nowadays nobody now walk up and down for people roll with them computer and all them something that's sitting in them office and them something. Them now work out nothing. Your grandfather, him get up early morning, go and ground and come back and yam bully pa yam and dumpling and this and that. And then him go walk. Him not just walk because him want to go jog, you know. Him a walk because him a go catch water up the road and no pipe in them yard. You have pipe in your toilet, pipe in your bathroom, pipe to wash outside and all. So you not have to go nowhere for pipe. So the activity of our human body is used less because of modern ways and doings. So we have to fit with the modern ways and doings. The fit with the modern ways and doings, so we use less carbohydrate and less protein in our diet, that it don't get bungled up in our system. A person tell me one time we don't area we had talked to my person, and him said, I tell him say you should supposed to go to the bathroom twice a day. Him said 3 days, no, I'm not going to toilet. I said, no, you're sick. And them laugh after me. It's like, how MUTA say, I'm not go to toilet for 3 days. Him feel comfortable with it. How can a man not go to toilet 3 days? That is constipation at its highest level. What is the food where them eat? You see, carbohydrate and protein don't make you go to toilet, you know. What make you do? It's poop or leap like cow. But that's what carbohydrate do, you know. Carbohydrate and protein make you poop like cow. And that if you eat some of them kidney beans, what them call red peas. Trust me, man. When you let go one of those, man, you're talking about blow up Russia and all them places. But carbohydrate and protein is what causes stagnation of your system inside of you. So you need to make this be a regular thing. That you move your bowels regular. Get out the food where you eat this morning, and next food not to catch you with the same food where in your body this morning. Because unless some people body not assimilate certain food, you know. And really and truly, you see the carbohydrate and the protein, the fish and the milk and the cheese and the egg and the white rice, the white flour, the white sugar, the white, all of them things stuck in your system longer than we can say a vegetarian diet where you're just free. And when you go to toilet, especially white flour, oh gosh, man. Call up on white flour now. Remember me a youth, you know, me a paste up dance posters on the wall, you know. A white flour, we mix and stick the posters them on the wall, you know. Yeah, man. When I you say, you give you some money for go stick up them dance posters there for me. We just go buy some flour and just mix it. All the way I make kite. For make the grease paper and the pretty paper hold on the bamboo. We just go get flour and just stick it on. So you can just imagine that white flour, we don't have no roughage in there. It's not like wheat. Because whole wheat, means you get not only the white part of the berry, but you also get the outside of the berry. You understand? So it have a kind of, what you call it now, roughage for your system, which is that it need to make it come out back quicker. Whole heap of people don't know, say, anytime they eat, yeah, me come. A whole heap of people don't know, say, anytime you eat white flour, it's stuck in you. It'll make dance posters in your belly. Anyway, yes, El
Rastafari, MUTA Baruka.
Yes, I am. How you doing, man?
Blessed. Yes, yes, MUTA.
Saba.
Wagwan MUTA.
Saba is?
Yes, I. Blessed.
Let me tell you something now. You say, it might look like me not play your tune, you know, but I can tell you why you're not hearing your tune. And this is the honest truth why you're not hearing your tune. You see?
Yes,
you keep sending me the tune and it... hello?
Hello? Yeah, man. I hear you.
You keep sending me the tune them, and every time I go up on my computer and download it, it's 1 minute and something. I tell you that already, you know. I tell you that already about the tune them. The tune them where you send me, when we want to play, it don't go the full length of the song. So when I put it on, and it a play, all of a sudden me hear it stop. I mean, I think it's why I'm to my computer when I look at the tune done.
Yeah, so here one now. It's
You need to get the... Wait, let me tell you what to do. You go get the CD, you see? And drop it down a zip.
Yeah, go on talk. May I listen to you?
Yeah, you're going to get the CD and drop it at zip down a Dermore Road. What that one behind? You listen to something, brethren?
Yes, sir. No, man, I you may I listen to. So,
yeah, but something that I confuse the whole thing. You have something there behind your converting.
No, man, everything Irie. What may I say?
Why you tell me say everything I may I hear myself?
Yeah, man, may I hear you clearly, man.
All right, you hear me say what you must do?
So me I say no, MUTA.
No, you hear me say you must do?
One specific song that happened to.
Listen to me. Me ask you if you hear when me say you must do.
The problem, long time, you know?
No, it don't
so
correct,
what
man.
I give Aishiwawa.
Aishiwawa?
Two
my daughter?
To give you. She gave you them?
My daughter? You give my daughter 2 CD, forgive me? Yo. That's where I go on. See that me I show you everything when I do it cut halfway, it now go fully. Just like the song them. Anyway, him not there. Him not gone. He might listen to something, man. Come me hear something, me hear when me talk, me hear it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I joke me this. Saba. You see, if you take it personal, I think I'll be like him, you know. And that I do. I just tell him, advise him what to do. Him say him give my daughter 2 CD. I don't get the last CD from my daughter. I have a theory, I know. I have a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy theory, it's a theory. Hear my theory though. I think, say, Bill Gates, great grandfather, Lego a virus in Egypt and kill off all of the firstborn them in Egypt. And them say, people must stay at them house. And them go and put a mark on the house that the virus will pass over that house. Up to this day, they must celebrate that event and call it Passover. It will pass over. So the Jews them celebrate the Passover when the virus pass over them and go kill all the firstborn them in Egypt. What a terrible, terrible thing that.
Yes, sir.
All right, so it's clear up now.
Yes, so me I say, it don't go one song we have the problem with when senior a half a minute song come and identify the problem.
But that song them want to play.
So me do know when I saw you the last time down by the Rastafarian march or the down-pressing situation about Rastafarian attending school.
Yeah, with a little girl, yeah.
Yes. Me didn't really have it on me, but I never do want to give it to you same time. Like that was my main initiative why I come at the march.
So you give me the seat, so you give me data?
Yeah. When I look on me, it's like a trad already, so I give you a chihuahua.
All right, well, I forgot to ask her because she never give me it. Man, I know live same place, you know.
Yeah, shove them, man. She will give you them.
Yeah, all right, so with that circle the half a tune then. After circle the half a tune.
Yeah, and
well, you see, I send me whole heap of tune, but that tune them I want to play.
Yeah, I know, but I also send it forward. And as I don't talk to you on the phone, I'm going to send it forward to you.
No, what I'm saying to me that. No, wait, no, man. Nobody bungle up me come in here. When we see the data, I'm going to ask her feet.
All right. Well, I want to ask you, you ever meet Barry or here in person.
Oh, you mean if me IRFM me come from, you know?
Oh, God say that. I'm sure, man. Our Irish brethren, you know.
Oh, you mean if Irish brethren?
No, me not IRFM brethren, you know. Me mean it's an Irish brethren.
Look, yeah, but it's an IRFM brethren too.
True.
Hey, man, Stephen Stan, you know Stephen?
Stephen, yes, Stephen Stewart.
Stephen Stewart, I'm say Stanley. Stephen Stewart.
Yeah, man. Stephen
You know,
Stewart,
so the first time I go to Africa, he was the engineer who come with me. Eh? Yeah, that's why I mentioned Stephen Stanley. Stephen Stewart, sorry. No, yeah, I know Stephen Stanley, but Stephen Stewart and here was good engineering clamp, like it's like Sly and Robbie.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I know the brethren, man. Them give me tune for play, I'm play them. Yeah, man.
So my experience with Barry here, the first time I go in an IRFM recording studio, many people never know IRFM have a recording studio inside IRFM radio station.
Yeah, well, the studio they know.
By the name of Reggae Master. Him come from Ochi. Him recorded me and Ian Sweetness in IRFM, and Barry here take that session. Then after, I get introduced to the station to record a song from Mighty Mike and Barry here. The two of them produce it.
Yeah.
And what eyes don't see art no leap rhythm. Do a song from the rhythm, the name Alpha and Omega. And then now, me and Lexus come down the forward again to record the Mighty Mike and Barry O'Year and the time so rough. A tune I don't name Progressiveness.
So what them tune them there? What them tune there?
The Barry O'Year released them, you know. Them online, you know. I spoke to him some years ago and him just send it to me forward. Yeah, man, Mighty Mike used to play them hard. And
okay.
Back in the early, late 90s, you know?
Yeah.
So, when look up them tune, them two tune, they make you get them, because me have them from 45. So, that's one of the things I want to say to you. Now, many people not hear this, and when me tell you this, you're going to say, Saba, me have to play that interview there. Oh, you remember that? In the late 90s, I think this interview did with Duan Tootsie Bird, when he was saying, he never smoked a herb from the damn barn, and he never have a seed from the damn barn, and then him get stopped, and the next thing him hear say him have 5 pounds of ganja, and him get convicted.
Yeah.
Remember that interview that I said?
18 months. No, I don't remember it, but more than likely I true like that.
Well, I remember that interview. I want you to search back your archive.
I'm going to find that.
Yeah,
the cassette, them like play it on cassette.
That MUTA Baruka did with him and RFM cutting edge. Yeah,
cutting edge.
And then, and you know, I want to ask you, what evolved from that marching situation? With
you know, so the thing I cut out again, you cut up again, you know.
Yeah, I'm asking, you know, what evolved from the marching that Rastafarians did in front of the Ministry of Education? You hear any result from that now? Rasta is now accepted in any form of school?
No, well, them say them are going to accept the girl in a school. Them say them are going to accept her in a school.
Oh, accept she alone or accept any Rastafarian?
No. Really, Rasta must go to school. The thing I broke up again, you know, brethren.
Yeah, all right.
Your phone have COVID.
No, all right, I hear me clear now.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
A COVID phone, a 5G, a liquor.
Yeah. Now, say no. Is that girl alone is accepted in school or any Rasta?
But I won't leave a Rasta in the school, you know, brethren.
That me I say. Because
they never know, so I won't leave a Rasta in the school.
Yeah, so when...
My granddaughter got St. Hughes. Two of them got St. Hughes and one. My grandson got St. Andrew Technical.
True.
And my daughter teacher KC.
True.
So I will if I pick the word blacks for school.
So no, the individual person there is only the individual person that the situation was about. That them say the person.
No, it was about accepting African people with them natural ear to go into school. Not only she, but she was the catalyst for the whole argument.
Sure. So you know,
school no work, you know, so maybe I will school up now here another thing now.
Yeah. So
and the same people them who that about you can't go to school with lights in the eye. Can't go to school now because of COVID.
That me I say.
Worst virus.
That me I say. And the next thing we want to say, MUTA, is that if them resolve the situation and now them say school are go open next month now, and every parent must take them children to and from school. So the concern in the public of Jamaica now, what about the parents them that cannot afford transportation, personal transportation to and from school with their children? How it going to work? Is it the system going to use some of those JCC bus to transfer the children to and from? And yes, many other children going to into the bus with other children. So how that's going to work?
I ask me a question where I can't answer, you know. Because the bus thing to me no make no sense in the first place when I talk about social distance in a bus. I'm madness. I don't know how you're going to social distance in a bus.
Yeah,
unless you hold on the side right.
Situation. It's a terrible, terrible situation, you know.
Yeah.
And then the next thing now, you know, we see some terrible things just happening, you know. So we have to just keep on burning our fire and give Rastafari Haile Selassie the praise, because Mrs. said, you know, many great ones, you know, are passed away tragically, questionable.
You know, so much government people are getting it now and a pass away. You know, so much government people are pass away.
Yeah, that yeah,
because the KC vice principal passed away.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you know. Anyway, we have to move, Virgin.
Yeah, so we have to condone.
The thing will come back.
The real people, them.
The virus will come back on your phone.
Yeah, but Rastafari still a conquer it and a create the same way. So although it telepathically, it a try to not make the communication come through. We stand Irish same way.
Yeah, all right.
Come through same way. So MUTA, I did a tune name There's a Reward for me. Trenchtown First Star.
Yeah.
Bob Marley. Yeah, Joy.
Me know it, man. Me know which Joy the one with Joy so.
Yeah, I send that to your email to that and the album that I give Aishawawa. And I sang over back.
Yeah, but you don't tell me that already, man. I'm going to ask her feet.
Yes, but truly it will come out now from a straight album now when I have to put out a straight album.
So where you give me that? Where you give me that? In an album you give me? It's not an album you give me that?
Yes.
There's so much album you have, you know, Virgin, in a one time.
Yes, so she get 2 albums. A 14-track album already released on iTunes by Apple, and she get.
I want to be your friend, you know. I want to be your friend, but I can't have enough money to go to studio every day.
I show the powers of the moment.
Because you go to studio every day and make sure I want to be your friend. I want to sit down on the corner with you.
I know. You see, you can't hungry no more, because you farm. So you don't depend on...
No, whether me farm or not, me can't hungry. No, that will to me a farm. Whether me farm or not, me not going to stay hungry.
True.
You understand?
True.
Okay.
So you make yourself now very dependent, not only independent, because earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, and you till the tile to provide your meal. So now, even if them say money not spend again and a cheap thing, most of him feel.
Yeah, but I want a cheap thing too. I want the chip thing too. I don't want just the food. Because that's not the food I want.
Yeah. So when you say you want the chip thing too?
I want it. No money at all. No money I call the chip thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want the money thing too. Yeah, because this computer here right there, so it underneath so look like it have a conk out any time. And I need a new computer, so I need some money to go buy it.
Yes.
You know, see, it's just that.
Yeah, man. And that's going to come. But when me I say...
When me no must come, man, I MUTA my name, you know, that them tell me.
So, but when me I say no.
No, you have to go now, you know, you have to go. Not start up a new argument. Yeah, man, give thanks. Yes. Nobody start a new conversation, trust me. Blessed man.
Good night, man. Good night. Hey,
sensible call, I know. Sensible calls. Sensible calls.
So. Yeah, man. That's it. You know, say, when I talk about the food thing, too. Another thing where enough Jamaicans do, they drink enough Pepsi and Coke, Coca-Cola. And if they look on the back, they will see the ingredients and thing named phosphoric acid.
Yes.
And that acid there leach out calcium out of your bone.
Dig out your bone.
Weak. Yeah, leach out the calcium. You know, so calcium is something very essential for bones. Well, all the things in the body, but bone mostly. And the phosphoric acid leach out the calcium out of the bone.
Yeah.
Make your bone them weak and easy for broke.
Oh, that's why people are fall down.
Yeah. And even the same cow business, most of the milk we then drink are from cow. And we used to tell people, oh, if you drink milk, forget calcium. Well, you know, the propaganda, the milk industry, you out.
Yeah.
And all them, you get your calcium and all that. And the thing with all milk, I don't really remember. I know I did kind of read up some things one time, but I don't really remember it that good enough. But I think calcium important to transport of fat in the body, and you know, milk got no fat too.
Yes.
I mean, I look at it and say, so when time they say the calcium transport the fat, and if you don't have enough calcium in the system, if you transport the fat, you go find calcium somewhere else. So you go read your bone and take out calcium.
And dig it out.
All right, take calcium for transport the fat around your body. I think it's fat. I mean, 100%, but people can't.
So, you know when you have a whole heap of calcium in your system?
In your system?
Oh, you know when you have a whole heap of calcium? Because people say your fingernail and your teeth and all them something.
Oh, when you have too much?
Yeah.
I am thing there. I remember, you know, because you see fingernail thing there. Certain vitamins and something left too. So you will get some vertical striations and some of them are the crossway one. I mean, I remember exactly which are which. I mean, I remember, I don't want to talk and go talk. I don't remember. I remember a long time now, you know.
Yeah.
But it know, say, one of them, you see your fingernail kind of wavy, it not smooth. A wavy crossway. And some of them, the line them run long way, the length.
Oh, yeah, I know where you're talking.
But I don't remember which are which.
Yeah. I see most old people, I see them fingers say so though. Them finger cross will wavy.
But calcium, I will because calcium can make you constipate to drink too much milk, you can't constipate in all this.
Of course. Definitely. But I think of the protein in them make you constipate, and I don't think it's a calcium.
And, you know, so I think of the I don't remember because I years now, me kind of thing down.
They go off of that,
But I have to look them up again or something like that. But so I'm not to mess with too much idea product again. Every once in a while I might dip and double like my mother says every 3 months he might eat piece of core. You know, but no, but you know, said what come to him in defense. When you ask him if him believe or him not believe, and him not really.
You mean about Kobe?
But yes, You see, it look like the verdict not coming yet. It look like I call you to say if you hear about it and what you think about it. Because you see, me, him say one little thing say, him don't know who.
Yeah, but none of the things them him know, most of the things them him don't know. It must a possibility maybe if because maybe.
So so him kind of come up with them, so him a look confirmation or whatever.
Him come at the wrong place.
Well, you know, I like him say, I listen a long time, so I figure.
Yeah, but me tell you, I the wickedest one, watch out. I the wickedest one, me hear when him say COVID is a vaccine against 5G, you know.
Well,
you ever hear that one before?
It's coincidental how the two of them just come to get people that talk about how 5G are kill off people and then the COVID come. And the frequency thing you matter about, you know.
No, but me I ask you ever hear that one that says the COVID is a vaccine for 5G?
No, we don't look like I hear him here. It like him I say. Him I say that
the possibility
where the research shows the 60
me know
kilohertz and all that. The frequency, everything run off a frequency.
Yeah.
You know, everything just like when they build a new bridge there and just the people that walk across it because everybody was in lockstep like a soldier at the bridge.
Soldier,
You understand that? Everything on frequency can affect it. You know? When it comes to the electrical impulses and frequency of everybody.
But if COVID is a vaccine to I would like the vaccine when I'm come with.
Well, most cure then got no worse than the disease.
Well, as that may I say, if COVID is a vaccine, the vaccine will never come to get rid of the COVID. I mean, dog are going to have supper and have with too.
I tell you.
Right, so much things out there now, believe or not to believe. I mean, you know.
I see all the cow thing, the way I talk first, and I talk about the cow them. You know, so look for all what happened in India. You know, so people must hear on news sometime, especially like BBC and so. Where you will see some of the Hindu, them run up in the Muslim them house and I kill Muslim and But I run up in the house, I check see if they have no cow meat in their fridge. That's why for the killing that one, you know.
Remember they did burn down a McDonald's where I started opening in India and they couldn't get for work no McDonald's. They burned it down. But I'm going to tell me about a movie named Zoo.
Me hear about it one time.
Where the animal them a plan against the human being.
Me hear about
plan
it.
there. More like another plan there.
So is a bigger what you call it, animal farm?
Yeah. But you see, it's not that the animal farm turn out to be like humans.
You know, that happens all the time. No? Everybody, because most of them people here say are dictator and them something. Then go in to the government for do better for the people them, and then turn up the same way as the people. Like
Trump, and baby Trump. We have a baby Trump down here, you know.
Down here.
Yeah, man.
But them they don't have them agenda a long time, you know.
Yeah.
You don't have it. You know who everyone are going to forget make it better for.
Yeah.
The political speech and the circumlocution around and make you the voter sound like here where you are here.
But you mean him smart now. Hear him say. Him say if him lose the election, it's a rigged election.
No, that's not already.
I don't think that's you know. If him lose the election, it's rigged the election.
Yeah.
And he set the thing in place first. We say the male thing is a fraud. And him the one, you know. Him and him wife do it in Florida, you know. Absentee voting. And him say, they must set up the male. That means say, him must set up the Democratic Party. Whether them win or not, you know. It's a thieving thing I go on. Because him no win. And it look like him go win. Is the problem with it.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I call it.
No, I don't call it.
I call the first one exactly because me tell them.
No, I didn't know if I go win still.
Me say, nah, go win the popular vote, but same like how Reagan, I want them to win.
Yes.
Same way I'm go win it, and same way and get college votes.
You hear what I'm saying? Him say if him win, him go ask for the next 4 years. I'm going to change the constitution, you know.
Never hear that there, though.
You never hear it?
Try change them. No, me no hear.
The man suggests, say if him win, there's a possibility for the next 4 years or 12 years he might talk about, you know. Yeah, man, it's not easy, you know. It's not easy.
I change everything. So if
hey, I tell you, say, you see CNN, every other word, every 5 words we call upon CNN is Trump. No matter who they on the TV, whether Anderson or Lehman or any one of them, Trump is the main name.
CNN something, you know? Republican, also?
No, man. A Fox are Republican.
A Fox are Republican.
Fox are Republican. I know him a fight against Fox, too. Him a fight against Fox because Fox said Biden a lead in all of the constituency them. Him say, yes, see, those guys down there, they never give me a fair thing anyway.
Yeah. But I ain't go against everybody.
Hey. I tell you.
But me want to know what about the Ginsburg business because them did fight when I think Obama them put in George before.
Yeah, and them fight against it. Them say not when the election come on.
And go on a court.
Yeah, and them have a man pan tape. One of them the pan tape I say, write down what him a say. Mark what him a say. Stop the tape what him say. And him come and say something different. And them a keep playing the tape over and over and over and over.
Okay.
Well, them people there, I'm not using man.
I'm sure. Anyway,
but we have a little one like that down here, you know. We have a little kind of Democratic Republican Party down here, you know. Believe you me, you know. For a little scale, but it kind of turn out big. Anyway, give thanks, Bridget.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. May I tell you, this is the cutting edge. A blessed man.
Yes, man. But as a God, we give thanks to the high still, you know?
Yeah, man, give thanks, man, all the while.
Yeah, man. Yeah, make I come in at the farm, you know?
When, tonight, yeah?
No, man, about 7 years now.
Oh, I mean, make you go farm? That's beautiful.
Yes, I.
That means I'm not talking in vain.
No, I.
Give thanks to that. Man. So where you plant? Where you plant?
Planting, pineapple, sugar cane.
Same thing again, pineapple planting. Like a major crop.
Yeah, because them things, when you plant them, then just live long, you know, you get enough.
And you get bang over and over and over and over.
I would tell you, enough sucker.
Yeah, man. All when rain fall and blow down one of the plant tree, them about 10 more suckers around the other one.
I would tell you, you just have to pick up some more and keep planting.
Keep planting them. They multiply, man.
See, all that COVID there. I not even pay no mind to that, you know, because just natural food out of the earth.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, you eat fried plant in the morning, roast plant in the evening, and baked plant in the breakfast, or you eat a plant you plant?
Yeah, man, and cocoa and dash in and yam and everything.
Oh, you never talk about a part there. Only part things you plant, man.
Them things that I eat, but mean pan is selling base.
Oh, you sell too?
Yeah, they selling like the pineapple and the sugar cane and the plant.
Yeah, you have to make some money too. Half right, of course. Yeah, man.
Which part are there? In a jungle.
Which parish?
St. Mary on the border.
The border, which one of them? St. Mary border, enough things, you know. St. Mary border, St. Anne.
Yeah,
St. Mary border, St. Andrew.
St. Anne border, yeah, so.
Oh, St. Anne border, okay. They're far from me, because I still come around there.
On the White River Bank, you know?
Eh? Just round there. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to say no watch every day, though. Right, yeah.
Yes, I was stuck up in the river and shit. While when them a lock down river, them can't lock down our river.
No.
Our river in the bush.
No people no go there, so. No people no go there, so.
Aye.
Yeah, man, give thanks to your friend in the bush, there, man. Give thanks.
Yeah, man, I give thanks for the eye to inspire.
All right, sir. You see when a man tell me, say, me make him plant, which a whole heap of you tell me that. I know some my voice now just got to waste, you know, so I feel good. And strength me to continue, you know.
Yeah, because I used to work all night hotel and then PS there, and the money is good, you know, but you see right now, the food better, I'm healthier, strong.
Okay, your peace of mind better than the money where they will pay you.
I will tell you.
And me, tell me. All right, sir. Give thanks.
Respect, yes, sir.
Yeah, man, I did.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Respect.